Good evening. Coming up tonight,
Greek Festival came to Columbia this weekend.
And the Gamecocks crushed Akron in football.
But first, a new student organization is making its voice heard.
We'll have all that and more tonight on Student News at 7.
Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio.
This is Student News at 7.
Good evening, Carolina. I'm Popielarczyk.
And I'm Madelyn Cooper. Thanks for joining us tonight. In a growing controversy at USC, a new student organization was formed in response to Uncensored America's roast of Kamala Harris. Uphold the Creed held a march on Friday at the State House. SGTV reporter Ali Marcinko has the story.
Karenna Creed is under attack. What do we do? Stand up, fight back.
A new student organization held a demonstration at the State House yesterday in response to Uncensored America's roast earlier this week. Uphold the Creed began the march at 5:30 on Green Street and was open to all students seeking to let their voices be heard. One of the key speakers was Courtney McLean, a USC alumni who has been vocal about Uphold the Creed's message and purpose.
We have 3 demands, which the largest one is to codify the Carolinian Creed to make sure that it is an enforceable and a document that can really be used in the future, not just something that can be pointed to towards, for moral reasons.
The demonstration featured anonymous letters written by minority students detailing their experience on campus following the roast. The organization hopes to call upon USC to, quote, add hate crime language to the university's constitution, end quote, and to add guidelines to social media to prevent similar events with USC's likeness attached.
I want that to be the main thing that the student body focuses on, is actually making sure that the university that we have and the campus that we have is actually as inclusive as we're pushing out to other people.
As for the student body, Uphold the Creed hopes to continue to push for more student diversity and campus safety for students in minority groups.
What we should be focusing on is on the facts. The facts are that this is a hate group coming to spew hate on our campus, and that shouldn't be allowed. So it doesn't matter how I feel, more so that we have a campus that is allowing for people to come in and spill hate.
For SGTV, I'm Ali Marcinko.
At USC, we want peace at USC.
Thanks, Ali. That's where things stand as the debate over free speech and campus safety continues at USC. We'll keep you updated.
South Carolina followed through with its first execution in 13 years after finally getting the drugs for lethal injections. On Friday, Freddie Owens, who changed his name to Khalil Divine Black Sun Allah in prison, received lethal injection while in the Broad River Correctional Institute in Columbia. His death factored in as the 14th inmate in the nation killed this year. Allah was sentenced to death row in 1999 for shooting and killing convenience store clerk Irene Granger Graves during a robbery 2 years prior. However, there was a recent testimony in the past week that suggested he was wrongfully convicted. An emergency motion was filed by his lawyers for this reason, but the pleas were denied by the state Supreme Court.
Have you ever driven over a pothole and thought someone should fix that? Well, there's now a way to report it right from your phone. The City of Columbia has launched a new mobile service request app called My Cola SC. This app allows residents to report issues such as potholes, broken traffic signals, and other local concerns. Users can pinpoint the location on the app, upload photos, and submit the issue. Requests can also be tracked online from the moments it's submitted to when it's resolved. So, students, if you see something that needs fixing, you can take action and make it known directly to the city. Ali, how do you think this is going to benefit students in the long run?
I think it's really going to help. I mean, I'm a student who's now driving on campus for the first time, and I was used to the bad Pennsylvania roads, and now coming here, I don't really see a difference with them. There's still potholes everywhere, and I've driven through 3 traffic lights that were messed up the past couple days, so I think if students can take that initiative and start making a difference by submitting that stuff earlier, hopefully we won't have as many traffic issues and especially collisions happening close to campus.
Absolutely, I agree. Coming up after the break, SGTV reporters Dakota Morris and Karenna Porter will give us the latest in sports. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dakota Morris.
And I'm Karenna Porter, here to give you the latest in sports.
Gamecock football defeated the Akron Zips 50-77 on Saturday. SGTV reporter Tyler Perrone has the story.
I'm here at Williams-Brice Stadium where the Gamecocks just defeated the Akron Zips 50-7. Let's check out some of the action.
South Carolina welcomed Akron to Columbia for Parents' Weekend, hoping for a bounce-back game after a 36-33 loss to LSU. The Gamecocks started transfer quarterback Robbie Ashford, who filled in for the injured Lenoris Sellers. Though the Zips defended well through the first drive, Ashford's ability to roll out of the pocket led to plenty of offensive opportunities. Oscar Adaway III started the scoring for the Gamecocks with a 2-yard run up the gut. After an Akron 3rd and out, Ashford delivered a 30-yard touchdown pass to Mazeo Bennett Jr., increasing the lead to 15-0 after a successful 2-point conversion. With 5 minutes left in the second quarter, the Gamecocks went for it on 4th and 1, where Ashford unleashed a 12-yard bullet that found Juju McDowell in the end zone. To close out the half, Akron's Ben Finley sent a deep shot downfield to receiver Adrian Norton. The extra point ended the half with a score of 22-7. Despite penalty trouble, USC still found the end zone in the third, with another Oscar Adaway rushing touchdown. 2 minutes into the fourth, a 36-yard Robbie Ashford keeper extended the lead to 36-7. A DQ Smith interception sealed the deal for Carolina, who then added 2 more touchdowns to the scoreboard. The last time the Gamecocks scored over 50 points was in a 63-38 upset over Tennessee in November of 2022. The Gamecocks go into their bye week 3-1, but will face Ole Miss when they come back to Willie B on October 5th.
For SGTV, I'm Tyler Perrone.
Thanks, Tyler.
Former Gamecock basketball player and Aces center A'ja Wilson became the second unanimous MVP in WNBA history. She collected all 67 first-place votes yesterday. Wilson recognized previous WNBA legends while accepting the trophy.
It's humbling to walk a path paved by so many legends of this game. Those who made, this league what it is today, and for me to stand up here with my third one. So shout out to the legends because they really did their thing, their big one, with paving the way for young guns like me to thrive in.
The 3-time MVP also won the award in 2020 and 2021. Last year, she placed 3rd in votes behind Breanna Stewart and Alyssa Thomas. Wilson became the first WNBA player to reach 1,000 points in a season, finishing with 1,021 this year. She also set the league record for rebounds in a season with 451.
I mean, number 22 on the court, I think number 1 in all of our hearts, literally a homegrown hero in A'ja Wilson. I mean, everybody in South Carolina loves her. I'd love to see her keep competing and winning MVPs. It's honestly amazing.
I mean, born and raised in South Carolina, you want to see her do well, and she certainly
is. She certainly does. South Carolina women's soccer is looking to break into the NCAA United Coaches rankings after an upset victory over number 20 Kentucky last night. Kentucky entered the game with 18 wins and 1 draw, but Carolina pushed through to hand them their first loss of the season. After a long game with both teams tied at 0, South Carolina's Kate Shea Collins secured the only point of the afternoon on a penalty kick in the 75th minute. The Gamecocks are currently undefeated with 5 wins and 4 draws on the season. In conference play, the Gamecocks are 2-0, picking up their first win on a road trip to Georgia. The Friday night win over Kentucky puts them on the top of the SEC chart next to Arkansas and Mississippi State. The Gamecocks and the Bulldogs will battle for the top spot in the SEC this Thursday at Stone Stadium.
Gamecock men's soccer fell to 10th-ranked Marshall on Friday. The loss broke the team's longest unbeaten streak since 2004. South Carolina started off hot with a goal from Ethan Ballack in the 20th minute. The Thundering Herd quickly tied up the game in the 23rd minute when Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos netted a penalty kick. Marshall took the lead with a score from Alexander Sternegard in the 58th minute. South Carolina was not able to put another point on the board. The Gamecocks host Queen's University Charlotte tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Gamecock volleyball clinched a point in the Palmetto series in their first road sweep over Clemson since 2017. The first set ended 34-32 Gamecocks, but not without an hour-long battle with the Tigers. Upon losing starter Sarah Jordan, the Gamecock offense turned to Elena Johnson, who attacked with 15 of the team's first 26 swings. Clemson was able to keep up for 9 ties and 6 lead changes after the set's first 25 points. However, back-to-back errors from the home team allowed the Gamecocks to take the first set win. The second set was far less evenly matched. Clemson's inability to gain a run longer than 2 points set the Gamecocks up for a sweep 25-16 second set win. Clemson's defense put up 7 blocks versus South Carolina's 3, but they were no match for outside hitter Riley Whitesides. Whitesides claimed her 5th game in a row with 15 or more kills, topping off the third set at 9 for a total of 18 on the night. South Carolina's Ellie Rubrick and Campbell Paris teamed up for the winning block, sealing the set win 25-23. Now that the Gamecocks have finished non-conference play, they'll move on to Mississippi State on September 27th for the SEC home opener. Riley Whitesides actually just won SEC Volleyball Offensive Player of the Week. Really impressive showing she had. She's really been doing a great job leading her team. As you know, a graduate student, she's a bit older than everybody else, but she is really a true leader.
Yeah, I don't think the South Carolina fans are surprised. She's played so well the last few weeks. She really deserves that.
I agree. Now, SGTV entertainment reporters Raquel Negrón and Sammie Vassallo are in the studio. What's going on this week, guys?
Thanks, Dakota. I'm Raquel Negrón.
And I'm Sammie Vassallo. This past weekend marked Columbia's 37th annual Greek Festival at the Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Cathedral. SGTV's Catherine Neronis has the story.
The Greek Festival said Yasu to Columbia this weekend, as thousands of people arrived at the Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Cathedral. There was dancing, vendors, a balloon artist, and plenty of food for everyone. The festival is so popular that police had to shut down the streets of downtown Columbia. But it wasn't always this way. The event used to take up 1 block, seeing about 20,000 guests for the entire weekend. Now, they see about 120,000 people that come through during the 4 days, according to festival officials. And those people walk through the lines of tents, listening to the music and looking at diverse displays.
Here at the Greek Festival, there's plenty of food and shopping, but there's also a vibrant community here.
For some, Greek Fest brings them back to their roots.
Reconnecting with so many of friends, childhood friends that I grew up with, because everybody goes in different directions.
Helpers of all ages pile into the kitchen to make authentic food for customers. And people like Nikki Stewart are eager to share their culture with Columbia.
I feel like when they leave here, a lot of people say, well, yeah, I can feel the warmth and the tradition and the culture, and I think that's a great experience for everybody.
Greek Festival will be back the 3rd week of September next year. For SGTV, I'm Catherine Neronis.
Thanks, Catherine.
There have been many celebrations in the Columbia area since Hispanic Heritage Month started on September 15th. This month has been eventful, from honoring various Independence Days to enjoying Hispanic culture through food and music. Adding to the festivities, the Richland Library Northeast will be hosting an open mic night. Attendees are able to express themselves through words of poetry, music, and any other type of art. All families are welcome to come and enjoy the performances being held. The event takes place this Thursday, September 26th at 6 p.m. In order to attend or showcase your creativity, you can register for a spot at richlandlibrary.com.
Get ready! The 17th annual Palmetto Peanut Bowl is this weekend on Divine Street. The event promises live music, activities for children, and lots of different types of peanuts. Competitors of the Peanut Bowl will face off, bringing their own recipes in hopes to win the championship trophy and bragging rights for the next year. But it isn't all about the peanuts. The event is in partnership with Animal Mission, whose charitable organization focuses on giving free spay and neuters in the Richland areas. All food and beverage proceeds will go towards Animal Mission, and their goal is to reduce, quote, pet neglect and overpopulation. The event takes place on the 2900 block of Divine Street and is free for all who come.
Musical theater and insects are forming an unlikely partnership in Cirque du Soleil Ovo.
Colonial Life Arena will be transforming into a world of lively spirit and beautiful costumes from September 26th to the 29th. The show is based in a colorful ecosystem where bugs work, dance, and just go about their normal days. All takes a turn when a beautiful ladybug and a not-so-beautiful insect fall in love. Their story is told through various types of music and dancing. The performances have been altered since 2016 for arena purposes. For a chance to experience this new world of theater and insects, check out tickets on colonialliferarena.com. Now, I think this is crazy that they're doing insects and theater together, but I think if somebody were to go see it that's loving both of them, it would be cool.
Yeah, I always see videos of Cirque du Soleil, people doing what they do, and it is crazy.
Yeah.
The jumps that they do, the way that they're in the air is insane. So I feel like it'd be really cool to see,
especially with bugs.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Why not? That's all for your entertainment news tonight. After the break, Madelyn and Allie will return to finish up tonight's news. Stay with us.
As universities all over the world struggle with students using AI to complete their work, USC is taking a different approach and testing out adding AI to university curriculum. Around 60 USC faculty members will experiment with Propel AI, an initiative that lets faculty work alongside artificial intelligence usage to help create assignments and assist in data organization. Propel AI will take place throughout the entirety of the 2024-2025 academic year. This effort is open to employees with differing experiences with AI, some that have used it, and others who will learn how to use it for the first time within this project. The group also consists of members that specialize in business, criminology, journalism, in addition to the vast amount of those in medical research. Through the Office of the Vice President of Research, the group will attend 6 workshops that will surround the main points of competence, creativity, and connectivity. There will be guest speakers at each session, giving participants a direct point of contact for all of their questions. The speakers come from an array of backgrounds, with some being current professors at MIT and Carnegie Mellon University. The workshops begin with an orientation on September 13th and end on April 11th. The South Carolina Department of Education has recently partnered with Prager University, a controversial nonprofit. The organization pushes its conservative views within their system, calling them, quote, American values. These values raise red flags to current and former teachers who are worried that the formatting will enforce one-sided viewpoints. Mike Burgess, a Lexington I history teacher, says, quote, it's because of this obsession with implementing far-right extremist Christian nationalist doctrine in our schools, end quote. Those with differing religious views believe their children are not going to feel included or accurately represented in this classroom setting. Addressing religion, race, history, and gender is only presented from within the Christian outlook. PragerU CEO Marisha Street said that, quote, our goal is really to just serve people in the way that they see fits them, end quote.
The Carolina-Clemson rivalry is turning into a food fight this fall. Low Country Kettle Chips is featuring 2 new chip bags representing Clemson and South Carolina as a partnership with the 2 schools. This design makes Low Country Kettle the first officially licensed chip of the SC universities. You can find both Clemson Sea Salt and Carolina Sea Salt in stores around both campuses. Allie, this is so fun. You're even wearing the color of the chip bag.
Oh, I think we can all tell who everyone on campus is going to grab off the shelf first, and I'm excited especially for game days coming up. I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot of empty shelves for South Carolina chips and maybe a couple full shelves of Clemson ones, so they might have to fight over those ones.
I agree.
That wraps up tonight's edition of Student News at 7.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
To keep up with all of our content, be sure to visit us online at sgtv@usc.com. For SGTV, I'm Allie Popielarczyk.
And I'm Madelyn Cooper. From all of us here at SGTV, have a great night, Carolina, forever to be.